told her love me or hate me. But just know that it's me that you love and I hate. And don't ever regret the decisions you make, but just simply embrace it. Put some patience within yourself and never expect any help. And never expect anyone to accept you for you.
So
Just
y'all,
always
it's your girl Andra Alexis. I am back with another episode of Power You Podcast. And I got Coop with me. Coop, how you feeling?
I'm good.
You'll be better once you pay me. We have special guests in the building with us. We have Zeek, who is the creator of a movie that we're in, Peccatum, right?
Yeah.
He wrote it. Yes.
Yes. What if he didn't write it?
I mean, well, that's what he told us, so I'll be lying to y'all too, since he lied to me. We have the director, Quincy. How y'all feeling? Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thanks for choosing us to be a part of this film as well. We appreciate that. Right, Coop?
Yes.
So, dive in.
You want me to dive in? So tell us, what is this movie about? Well, I know what it's about, but tell the people that don't know what it's
From
about.
the creator and director standpoint. Yeah, that's a better choice of words.
Oh, well, so we have, this movie is about 7 characters who come all together unknowingly, not knowing what's going to happen. And so they come to this church where they all seek for some type of clarity, spiritual clarity. And so making it more of a horror or spiritual enlightenment. So I don't know what Quincy has to add to that, but
I can only add it's like a cautionary tale to like what happens when certain events happen. What do you do? Like, what's the first place you'll go to?
Yeah.
Your place of refuge. These people thought of the church, so it's probably what a lot of people would do in
Probably
that situation.
So is this like demonic?
Demonic. It deals with demonic, like spirits. Also, angelic spirits. So we show both sides. Like you can go this route. I'm sure you had other things in mind when you wrote it.
yeah. So I mean, this film is both spiritual and both modern, and so nice church horror film.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen one before, so that's why I wrote it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen I've seen like the Annabelles and all these other films, but a church horror film I haven't seen. So
Let me help you out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You're
No,
soft up.
But yeah, I wrote this film last year, and it took me roughly 6 months or more, and so I have 2 other co-writers who also wrote on this film as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have fun writing the characters. Yeah.
Now, how do y'all want the audience to feel after they watch this film?
I don't know. I feel like I want them to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But somewhat of a spiritual, a spiritual uplifting type of vibe or whatnot. I mean, although it's a horror film, and obviously, there are going to be parts where, people are going to probably jump out their seats. But yeah, hoping something that, the subliminal message that we put in the film can be reached in a more positive way at the end. So, yes, what do you think?
It's some people that's gonna look at it and kind of, look sideways on certain parts, but just know, it doesn't end on like a sour note. It's hopeful. So it's like a hopeful message. It's saying that, you still can, these people can still find hope. They still can survive, but the journey's going to be a lot harder this time around. So it takes a little more, I would say, support from the other people that are in this situation in the church.
Right.
Like the reverend, even though he is a reverend, he's dealing with personal issues that makes him look kind of weak because you're the flock. You're leading these people in the church and you didn't make it.
Right.
So these people are looking at you for guidance, and he needs guidance himself. So this movie teaches a lot that, no matter where you are, your status, everyone needs help and everyone can make it.
Now, how did y'all choose y'all cast for this movie?
I would say he's not here today, but Lovejoy, one of the cast, castmates. He
He
helped.
plays the Reverend.
Reverend Brown. So he helped pick some of the cast members. In the beginning, when I reached out to Sever Bosley, yourself, and you and Coop, to be honest with you, it was just some basic social media, following what you guys do. I know you guys done like quite a few reels, and so you guys' personality kind of fit into the character that I wrote, already. So, yeah, just pretty much just following what's been trending. Yeah.
Good chemistry.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Like your best, who was your best character in this film? Like,
Let's see.
so far.
So far, let me play it back in my head real quick. I love the Reverend and I'm gonna say their character names. The Reverend and Brandon are doing really good. They're doing really great.
Yeah.
The Candace that we had before, that one scene I seen was really intense. I liked it. And the Mother Shirley is doing what she does. I don't know. I like them three so far. Like from what I've seen.
He said, "What scene was your favorite scene?"
He didn't say favorite scene. He said characters.
Character.
Yeah.
You done said all the characters.
I said 3 characters.
4 more and that's it.
I would say I like all the cast. I like all the cast. But I would say, because although this movie is a horror movie, and obviously it's meant to be like somewhat serious in a sense, but I think Rita might gives off a kind of lighter version of a bit of sarcasm and bit of comedy in a sense. Wade is another one.
Wade's funny. Just
Wade's
the stuff that he say when he says it.
Just to kind of balance out the seriousness. I do like Reverend Brown. I think a lot of people when they see this film, they'll start to dive in to pick which one they like the most.
I'm gonna be the characters. I'm gonna be the fans' favorite. Rita. I told them that when we were talking to the castmates. I told them I'm gonna be the
once we go through these other scenes, they gonna love it.
Y'all gonna love it.
I can say that just directing you guys has been fun. I just like how everyone is serious. Mostly everyone is just serious about
project,
getting the lines, the project. I mean, this is an ambitious project.
Yeah.
So a lot of you guys are just making it easy for me as a director. Even though we, had some mishaps, that's been the best part. Like I can feel a certain way, then I show up on set, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm ready.
So being the director, what's some of your toughest tasks that you had?
Toughest tasks? Being one with our director of cinematography, because that's important. The DP are the eyes of the director, and if the director can't see, I wouldn't know where to take this movie. Obviously, the camera operation is essential. You are the hands of the director, so I just try to convey whatever he wrote to what everybody else sees. So being that, intertwined with the DP is important. Obviously, talking to the writer, who's also our producer, he's doing a great job. Like we talk on the phone no less than an hour, just blocking out scenes, talking about characters. Like the night before shoots is, 30-minute conversation turned into like 2 hours. Like,
can I ask a quick question? Was the fall? Is the fall okay? Like we don't worry about it. The fall, my first fall.
it was good.
That was good.
I actually got I got
You know what?
I got one take on my phone, which was pretty good it's from a wider angle, but.
Did we see the?
We don't have to redo
I don't
that
think
one.
she's seen that. She
No, I didn't see it. But we don't have to redo that one.
I don't think we got to
Okay,
redo
that was
that
a safe one. Okay.
Yeah.
We were worried about that one.
I think we're good on that one.
You know those like what do you call it? Those behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And when you're looking back at those footages, although we take what we do very seriously to get the stuff done, but it kind of bring a lighter tone, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause as you know, like it's a process with from pre-production to production to
post,
all that stuff. So, that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very.
I was just trying to make sure.
Very interesting industry.
Right. I was trying to make sure that was a good fall.
Yeah. We got. Well, I think we got another fall that she has to do.
Yeah.
Not
I
yet.
have to hit my head.
And Coop was right there, so
Coop was right there.
she
He
was
called
there.
me.
It'll be.
Is y'all even supposed to be talking about this?
They will see when they see.
Can
We not saying nothing
we can cut it out.
crazy.
We can cut it out.
That part
that
is
part out.
literally not major. Like we not giving nothing away. Nothing.
Yeah, like nothing like, character. Like some of you guys, I think it was you.
What
No,
I do?
it was both. It was both
we
of you
do?
guys
Oh,
kind of
shit.
figured something out that we were trying to kind of not tell you guys about certain characters.
Oh yeah,
and
well,
their-
she did.
Oh, yeah,
Some of you guys are too
Yeah.
smart and
Yeah.
y'all figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember.
Certain words is being said like,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
We won't disclose that information
No,
just yet.
yeah,
But
she-
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Rita and I say the character.
Rita and
yeah,
Mike?
Rita and no,
Mother Shirley?
Mother Shirley.
Mhm.
They
Right.
figured out the
Yes, we did. Yeah,
Mhm.
we did. It's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that. We just, we're reading
No,
our
that
script.
just mean- well, that just
We're
mean
involved. We're
We'll see if the
intrigued.
viewers will figure it out too.
Exactly right. That's
And
what
I
we
think
need to know.
when we dive into like the TV series from there, I think they kind of been kind of ahead of the game, so that works.
For the people who are watching and listening, how long is shooting? How long is it taking, for this movie to be shot? Or what's y'all standard scheduled time that y'all will hope to have it shot in, I should say?
Another two
I would say
shoot dates.
yeah.
2 more? Okay.
Um,
So in total, what is that, like 10 days?
I think that's what a total of 8 days of filming we did.
Eight.
Might have been less than that. Actually.
9? Okay.
probably
9.
yeah 9.
there's an extra day.
Yep.
9
Yeah,
isn't bad.
We lost a day because of the unpredictable Michigan weather.
Yeah.
That
That was crazy. We always
I
we have
was
some rain.
looking out the window that day. I'm like,
gloomy,
Yeah.
hailing. That one day was hailing like crazy.
that was the crazy weather weekend we had.
We was not expecting that at all.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm still trying to go.
Yeah.
because after a couple hours, I'm like, man, we could do this.
Yeah, but if we outside, I don't want to get smacked by no hail rock.
It's
like,
just
come
people,
on now.
Can't get to the church.
Oh
to,
yeah. Well,
they can't get to the location to shoot, and we want to have 4 people show up when it's supposed to be like
13.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes some things are inevitable. We kind of chuck it up.
So, if it was something you could change about this filming process right now, what would it be?
Oh man.
getting change, probably if I had access to like having a budget bigger, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just for maybe extra equipment, but to compensate the actors. You guys are not risking, but you guys are changing schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got businesses, families, and they all changed it just to
Yeah.
film with us. And I think that's great, and it makes me feel good. I'm sure it makes you feel
Oh
good
man,
that
it does.
people are putting their talents up, and
Yeah.
that's what the job is a risk.
Yeah.
It is everything is like a stepping stone to something bigger, something more major.
That's right.
And it's just to help the film community that's in Michigan. So
There's a lot that's like from different walks of life,
Mhm.
and so with the cast, everyone has a pretty decent resume, and
Mhm.
so to get some, majority of everyone come together to join the project, and because when you write something, you're not sure if everyone can grasp,
Yeah.
the vision, and so when you have director Quincy, you have you guys and the rest of the cast as well, to kind of feel in those, in that vision, to kind of feel like what those characters are like, and so I'm truly grateful, as it being the first film.
Yeah.
Yeah, first film.
Well, I'm glad we are executing and bringing your vision to life. I'm glad I haven't gotten fired because I would not like that,
You think you gonna get fired?
Well, shit, it's a little too late now.
It ain't never too late to
You're
get
right,
fired.
because I didn't film that much yet, so.
It's not too late.
Y'all fired me. I'm taking Yeda and Coop.
Oh, no, don't do
See,
it.
that was dirty, wasn't it?
that was quick.
We are a package deal. This is a family deal here.
Yeah.
We're like the Wayans, okay?
Oh,
we all got to come together.
See,
We love the Wayans.
Wow.
Yes, we love the Wayans.
Yes, I do
Love
too.
Wayans.
They just lost their dad. R.I.P. to him. Sorry. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
I literally
Yeah.
just seen it like
Yeah, I didn't know
yesterday.
that either.
Such a great family, man.
Yeah.
They
I think
lost
you
their
a
mom,
Wayans
I think,
fan.
not too
I am a
long
Wayans
ago.
fan. I'm gonna work with them one day. I would love to work with Marlon. Marlon, if you see
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
Keenan, I would love to
Absolutely.
work with Keenan. He's so
Great
dope, you know?
writers, great
Great
actors.
family, like
Keenan, yeah.
You
You're
know?
talking about from In Living
Yes.
Color to
current.
man, like so many great
Every-
productions and
How
projects.
many people
Don't be a
they've
menace.
helped? How
Oh,
many?
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classic right there.
Yeah.
I just was talking about that movie.
Don't
Huh?
be a menace.
How many actors they've helped? Just how people
Mm.
careers have thrived since then. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
that type of work ethic
Yeah.
that you don't really find too much these days. You know what I'm saying? So
no.
that's some dope stuff right there.
So being a director,
Mhm.
how long have you been directing?
I would say about 4 years.
He thought you was about to say months.
Um,
I didn't know what I thought he was gonna say.
yeah, it was from little productions, stuff with Fox, little things with Fox.
We don't say little over here. I don't like the word little.
Okay.
Because you did it. It was
Yeah,
major,
I did
right?
it. You're
yeah,
right.
Yeah, we don't say little.
Smaller productions, but still, it was what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And at first I was scared of I don't want to be a director because I just
Yeah.
thought it was like too much.
Mhm.
But then the more I read into it, the more I saw people at Fox do it.
Yeah.
It's like I should try this. It's not that bad, and I've seen enough people do it, and I take good direction. You
Yeah.
know, you got the headphones, and you gotta be on your every shot. Every shot is set up before
Yeah.
Once I say go, your
Yeah.
shot better be on, or you can be in the control truck handing out donuts. Or
Oh
whatnot.
man.
So, yeah, just directing film is just something I always wanted to do.
Okay.
Like I worked with actors before, like just to block out a scene is just fun. Like especially when you got good actors like you guys. You guys got experience. Like I
Aw.
can tell that.
Appreciate that.
Like the lines they don't come across as being difficult. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like I'm sure you look at it like, well, let me review it for a minute.
Yeah.
But it's just been a joy just doing this, and I can see myself doing this for forever.
And seeing like the director and the DP, how they have like a chemistry was very important too. A director job is really hard because, as you know, like most producers, they might do the directing, they might do the DP work,
Mhm.
and that's really hard. I know.
Tyler
Eddie
Perry status.
Murphy,
Yeah. Right.
Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
got to a level where they can do like
All of that at once.
yeah,
But it takes
Quentin,
time.
Yeah, it does. But
Yeah.
even just the job itself, like
Yeah.
it's not an easy job to do. Because your eyes has to be everywhere,
Yeah.
and then have that chemistry with the DP as well as he's, grabbing the footages and moving and so it's like they have to be one. So seeing you guys work together is really awesome. I think it was that Thursday we caught some really good shots.
You got some good
Yeah.
behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
Reverend Brown and
Like shout out to Coop, man. Like you do your thing.
yes sir.
Thank you.
Like you showed me the stuff you did on before on your phone. I'm like, this is pretty good.
Mhm.
So like you said, it's just that marriage between the director and the DP is
Yeah.
it's gotta be tight. Like you gotta you take great direction. You gotta
It
take
flows so
you gotta
well.
take great directions.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all
you-
were flowing smoothly for sure.
when they're on your job and you carry out a scene I want, but then you got a suggestion.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. Yeah.
And that makes everybody feel good. 'Cause,
Mhm.
yeah, the DP is like, okay, they value my opinion,
Right.
whether you use it or not,
Right.
but
Mhm.
still you listening out and like, okay, well, we'll take your
Right.
idea this time around.
I like the characters of not the character itself, but you guys, all the castmates, how
Yeah.
even between the takes,
In
the
between,
personality you guys bring on, is very
Yeah.
positive, very funny, and then so here you have
Yeah.
Coop getting those behind the shot scenes, or where you guys are, how can I put this, very silly, or put a little joke into the day, and because those days be long,
Yeah, I
Long.
think everybody understand and respect that. That's why they're like,
Yeah.
okay, how can we make each
be
other's
long.
day better?
Mhm.
Everybody's coming with a positive attitude, like you said. It's
Mhm.
not any attitudes, and no one think they're better than the next. So I like that. And if we all could just have a good time and work, like
Let's
I
work.
think,
Yeah.
I think we all can respect that and enjoy our day better. Especially like you said, it's already gonna be a long day.
Yeah. Already.
We
So I got
gotta
a question for
get
you guys. How many films are you guys in? Besides this one, how many films are you guys in? A lot.
that. No.
No.
How many films you in, babe?
So in the
Me?
past 4 months, like how many?
Am I including this one?
He said besides this one.
Besides this one? That I know of, well, two others.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
you guys can work hard.
But the other one is still in production.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one?
You was in it with me.
So is this the first film you guys did like together as a couple?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is.
okay.
I'm
Oh,
probably in
okay.
like 3 or 4 other films. One already. One more flip. I was like a nurse in that. That's out already. And then y'all know Karma will be coming out soon.
Okay, so yeah, one more flip is where I seen it. 'Cause
Yeah, I
that
was
was
a nurse.
that was like
She look familiar
familiar.
We did do that one short.
with Polly.
Yep.
We in the short. But we weren't a couple in that. Like this is literally our first time being a
First
couple.
So how's that for you guys? From reality to on screen being the couple, like is that like something that comes easy to you guys, or
I mean, we acting.
yeah?
We act all the time with each other. When we sit here, we tell different
Yeah.
stories. We make
But
up
I don't think
stuff.
I think it was natural. Like we didn't
Yeah.
really think too much about it. Like
Yeah, it
as
was
we were
very
reading
natural.
the lines at home in the bed, like we just reading the lines and
Mm-hmm.
because honestly and truly, Rita and Andre have some similarities. That's probably why he did choose me to be Rita, because a lot of things we say are kind of similar.
Smart mouth ass.
Yeah.
That could be the case. We're blunt.
Yeah.
Bottom line, this is that. Black and white. It's no in between. And then with Coop and Mike, I think they kind of have some little similarities too, because Coop is a little more, what's the word? I don't know the word for it yet.
Is he a little more laid? Is he laid
Yeah,
back?
yeah, he's
Okay.
Coop is laid back for sure. But then like it's that one scene when he like, I think they slow, baby, and that's really how Coop talk for real in real life. Like he'll say something like that. So it's really
So I give
those
you the
characters.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like they kind of
Yeah.
our characters and the people that we
life.
are in real life are kind of similar
Yeah.
to the people who we're playing. So it wasn't.
I
Really,
seen because I seen like the reels that you guys done before, and it's like obviously with social media, you have a lot of social media influencers.
Yeah.
And so they do it with their spouse, and some of it works, but then some of
Sometimes,
it,
yeah.
it doesn't work. But then I watch you guys, and so the chemistry. So that's why I asked that. Is it different with I know with being a social media influencer when you're promoting
Yeah.
those things, and then to getting onto like feature films or
I liked
you
it.
work together
Yeah.
and
You liked it?
I did.
But I see the chemistry.
I'm waiting for the role where I get to cuss her out.
Oh yeah. Well, it'll
Nobody's
come
gonna
up
write that. Don't write that.
soon.
Somebody's gonna write it.
Somebody gonna ad-lib it. Anyway.
And I also like the fact that I, and Yaden are all a part of a production
Oh,
together.
yes,
Like that's
yes.
really dope.
Yes.
To me, I am truly grateful for that. That's really dope and exciting. Can't wait to see how this all comes together.
Yeah,
Like
yes,
literally, I think I want to see her more than I see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just implementing her into that is, man. And the director, I mean, his eyes, and especially with Coop, the DP, like getting her to do certain things. That's really like simple, but to really get these people out their seat,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why is this little girl walking?
Honestly, and you know, she loves scary movies. Like her and his mom is probably watching one right now. Like she
Okay.
loves scary movies, so this is gonna be so major for her because she's like, "Oh my god, I'm in a scary movie." And
It's
she's
gonna be
too
fun.
excited.
The next the next shoot day, she's gonna like that because
that she's been practicing for that one because that's what she thought she was doing initially. Like that's what she thought was her first shoot.
like kind of crawling.
Yeah. So she's all around the
Yeah.
house and she's like, I can't wait. Ain't she? She's
Creeping me out.
yeah. She's
Yeah,
like, this
like-
is what I'm gonna do.
Like give her like some references, like you know how so and so was walking on the Exorcist.
And she's
Yeah.
gonna know what you're talking about too, because like I said, she watched scary movies, so
Mhm.
she's already doing twitches and whatever.
And it's
and
good
weird.
if you can get a kid to just act just a little scary. It
Yeah.
just I don't know what it is. Like kids in scary movies, they kind of just added just this
Yeah.
element of like
What is going on here?
yeah, because
I
there's
grew
some
up-
shots of her.
I
We
know.
just saw earlier walking past the house on McDougal.
And you're like, why would somebody kid just be walking here on this type of street? What is going on? I don't give a damn if it's bright daylight or what.
It was cars coming past.
Why is
like,
your kid on McDougal?
Yeah, but she did great. I think she's gonna have fun on the next shoot.
Yeah.
Like it's just like having just being in a moment. I would like to have people just comfortable.
Yeah.
On set.
And she was really good. Like it was a proud mom moment for me because she was taking the direction so well. Like we didn't have to keep saying 8 times, get over here, do this, get over here.
Right.
Like she really was enjoying it and
Mm-hmm.
like
This
okay,
her first,
this is her first
really?
production.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing good, huh?
So have
We're gonna
you
give her
guys
more.
worked with other kids on other like films?
We know other kids who are in movies, but we have not worked with them.
Okay.
But like I said, we know some. We did a couple interviews with a few as well.
Mhm.
But she's the only kid that we've worked with so far, and we want to get her out doing more.
Yeah.
I think kids bring a different element.
I would love to see
film,
more
yeah.
kid movies,
Yeah.
Especially coming from here from the city. I would love to see
Yeah,
that.
I
It's
don't-
so many talented
Yes.
I
kids
don't
here
see too
too.
many
We got
because
some, we got
even
So
in their
many.
own element, like I see, like
Yeah,
she can have a moment where you're in the house and like, you know what, you could be in a movie.
yeah.
Like it's amazing the stuff they come up with.
Well, Coop
like,
got them a camera, so her and her 4-year-old brother is like
Mhm.
always
Oh.
recording, like,
yeah.
or they'll put like, oh, welcome to my channel, and it's not a channel, but they
Wow.
think,
Yeah,
so they're
it
like
was.
making
But it's a good
footage.
practice, though.
Yeah, they're like
Very
making
good.
videos, and she's like, oh, I wrote a movie, and so they're acting things out. Yeah,
But
so.
that's good because I used to do that.
Right.
With the first, our assistant director, like
Oh,
me and
child.
him, like I was the oldest out of all of them. Well, we used to do just news.
And
bits.
that's literally now, how it happens. You start off, so I'm hoping she following the footsteps, and
Yeah.
be better than your mama.
So have you guys always done this before? Like even like in grade school or college or whatnot?
Acting.
Yeah. Like,
I did go to I went to OCC and I did take an acting class. I've always wanted to act. Like I think Drumline was the movie that really like put me over, and I'm like, I got to. I just
Okay.
got to. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It just did. And
Yeah.
so that probably was like at 9, 10.
So who do you look to as who do you follow as an actor? Kind of like
Angela Bassett. She can't do no wrong in my
Well, there
book.
you
It's
go. There it
Angela
goes.
over Viola, but I like Viola. Angela, I love the Wayans. I love all the Wayans.
Mhm.
All 90s actors for real.
Yeah.
Because they were
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
dope, and they're still working, and they show a
Still,
lot of
they
range.
they
You know what I'm
gave
saying?
like some of the
They gave us hope.
yeah that
They
and
did.
a lot of the sitcoms we grew up on too as well.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Mhm.
and they still working out, like you said. They're still working out, but help so many people.
I did a
Man.
couple plays at like church or something like that before, but as of 2019, I've been like trying to get more serious with it and actually going hard.
Yeah.
So I
Same
think
with you, Coop?
2023, Coop don't want to be no actor. Y'all are really making Coop be an actor. He would love to
He
DP
like-
work, but you're an actor now, ain't you?
I guess I am.
Yeah, I'm like
He
It's
kept
like-
saying in the beginning,
I
he's
got
like, I don't
forced.
want to, only time I be in a movie is if they just show my face and I don't have to say anything.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So now he's graduating and he's getting lines, and I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah, y'all made me
Doing-
lines. I
doing
never.
great though. That's
I know.
Yes.
it. I mean, I thought I wasn't gonna know the lines. I knew them. They was easy.
Yeah.
because you're like Mike. Kind of, not really.
I was like, oh,
You're like, that came
this
easy.
it. As long as I know when they come and go, it was like that.
But when it comes to like even with you being behind the camera, have you always been that person behind the
Behind the
camera?
camera, well, man, as you
Yeah.
see, this-
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've been messing with cameras for about 25 years now.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, we can
but
tell.
I was taking
tell.
pictures first, like, but I really wasn't taking it too serious, just having fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get to take a couple naked girl pictures, and
Mm-hmm.
I went with
Yeah.
her, so it didn't matter.
I would say within the last 2 years,
Disclosure,
I think,
baby, disclosure.
Right.
Yeah.
I think within the last 2 years, we started to get more serious and was like, okay, like he started liking, he was going on people's sets, doing the behind the scenes and everything like that. So he was starting to find that niche, and then I wanted to act. So it was like kind of, okay, well, we got the DP, we got an actor, okay,
Yeah.
you know, and then I write sometimes, and he tells me stuff, and then like we could create a script, you know. So it's like we kind of got the team here to start off with.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Finding that niche is important because, like, I know, like, some people, you know, I know for myself, like, in high school and middle school, I was always part of the production team.
yeah,
But I like being behind the camera, you know. So, but I've been, when I wrote stuff in high school, I didn't mind, like, being silly, getting on the stage.
Yeah.
And, I even got my sister at one point. She was very stage frightened. So I even got her to join, and she's a good singer.
Oh yeah.
But so I always had a passion. So you know, to get with other people who have the same passion. There's so much room and work we can obviously level up, but
Definitely.
you guys are really awesome, man. It's just the work ethic you guys have, and along with the other castmates, me and director talk about it constantly. How just to see sitting back and watching you guys' chemistry, you know, and how everything just flows, you know, and so.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys do excellent work.
Yeah, it's just being around people who want the same thing you
Yes.
are interested in the same thing that you are. It just makes your job that much more fun to do.
Yeah.
Right, and you learn from each other.
Right.
Too,
Yeah, that's
you know what
true.
I'm saying? So it's like a lot of things I didn't know. You know. Like,
Yeah.
You know, then you guys would, you know, I guess a certain lingo or language when you speak. You know, feel me, right?
Yeah.
So, but you know, one thing that I remember Tyler Perry said something on Vanity Fair. How this is after making like $1 million films.
Okay.
And so he goes on Vanity Fair, does this like interview thing, and he goes on to this one set where this prominent producer, and he looked at him changing the lens throughout each of the takes, and he said he didn't know he can do that. This after like
He'd have made all this
all
money,
these-
and he's been doing this for a
but
while.
but you're still learning even
Yeah.
after you get like up there. Like clearly you're still learning.
Well, they said like Denzel and all them have acting coaches, so if they are like the top deal, everybody wants to be a Denzel Washington and a Samuel Jackson, and they're taking courses and they're still learning. Why do you think you from the east side of Detroit is just the best actor and you're gonna be fine? Like, no, you still have to learn every day.
True.
Whether you're 2 or 202, you still gotta learn. That's just how it goes. You can't get comfortable and because there's no growth then if you're not learning, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, learn every day.
Learn every day.
Like you said, that niche is important. Finding that niche. Once you find it, oh man, it's a wrap.
You found your niche.
Who?
You
found it.
You found it.
I mean, I know.
Yeah.
So this is what I deal with.
Yeah.
As y'all can see.
And it's something I would say. It's something a tourist would say. Like,
For real.
You know, I mean,
like I know I kind of planned it that way.
yeah. What?
But you didn't. We know the truth. You didn't plan it that way.
Playing what? Okay, you forced me. I get forced into stuff.
I could say because me and my wife had a talk like I would say 2 years ago, just like what we want to do, what we trying to do, how we trying to elevate. I was in like a depressed mode because I lost my job for like 20 years. I'm like, I'm not making the money I was making. You know, you used to a
lifestyle,
and it's like you gotta adjust,
man.
And I'm just manifested like, look, my life need to change because it's, you know, it's kind of just this straight safe zone,
comfort,
and I'm like, this is cool, but in order for me to like get here, I'm gonna have to get broken down and start all over.
Yeah.
So, hey, started using people I knew, contacts, because you can't do it on your own.
Can't do it on your own.
Like, you could be a one-man show for like one project, but in order for you to get those bigger projects, like you said, you gotta meet people like you, meet people like him that are like-minded, and got me out of this little depression funk I was in.
Yeah.
And I just got out there. I just started letting people know what I did, what I was trying to do, learning new programs, talk to different people at Fox. Like, what does this guy do?
Yeah.
Yeah, asking questions, like not being afraid to just learn something new, or I don't know how to do that. I should know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now's a good time to ask because it's
Yeah.
like nobody around. Like, just ask him how he does that. So, yeah, this whole experience has just been a joy.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a hard couple years, but I welcome it because everything's like changed for the
Part of
better.
journey.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to put yourself out there.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
For
Especially
real.
when you're trying to do the same thing that a lot of people you're watching are doing, and a lot of people
Yes.
gatekeep, you know that, and then you're like trying to find the right team to be
Mhm.
with, the right people to work with, truthful people, you know, like
How has
okay.
that been for you guys? I didn't mean to cut you off. How's that been? Like, what is that process like? I know for me, maybe for what is that process like? Out of y'all years of experience of working with people, like
It has its moments.
Mhm.
It honestly, I think with everything has its moments. Like, you can have a group of people who are like, you know, you're used to them, they're good, y'all work great together, and then you can have another group of people who are like, everybody's shady, and
Like,
you're like,
right.
oh shit,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I gotta be
Yeah.
careful.
Right.
And then it depends on the project or the situation or whatever y'all working on. Am I willing to deal with that to get the project done, or am I like, no, just cut all ties because I'm not the type of person, and I personally don't want to be labeled with people who are like that, because I don't want to be like, oh well, yeah, Andre like that too. No,
Absolutely.
birds of a
Right.
feather do not always flock together. Just because they're like that don't mean I'm like that, because I didn't know they was like that. I'm learning too, you know. But I think it just, with everything, it's hit or miss. You always, it's either or.
So when you find out they like that, do you still deal with them?
No, not always, not necessarily.
or do you still do the project?
Shit, am I paid already?
Depends,
Not
like,
just.
like, be professional. Try to get through it. I guess.
Honestly, I haven't
It
had.
depends.
I'm trying to think. Have we had any problems like that though? I don't think we've had.
Nah, I mean, I just stay in my own lane and stay out of other people's way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't had any problems like that necessarily. Of course, you always hear stuff, you know, people, but personally, no.
Only
But
thing-
I will say if it's people who are not trying to do more with themselves, I usually just try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because while you're around, like, if you don't give a F about your life, because clearly you don't, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
That means you don't give a F about my life. So I don't need you around
And
me.
that is true. But this line of work is it's as you guys know, like filming days can be long between
Yeah.
personal life and families and things like that. So
Pocket.
it takes when you're working with a group of positive individuals,
Yeah.
it's a relief knowing that okay, I'm not here wasting my time. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
I think for most people, when you're getting on to certain projects, you try to keep an open mind.
Mhm.
Right.
But then when you realize, oh man, because I've been on a project like that. I mean, I was just a writer on that production, but I've been on a production where it's like, why am I here? You know.
Now, I will tell you,
Like, why
something
am I
that rubbed
here?
me the wrong way. Attitudes. Like, I really don't.
Yeah.
I like to think that I'm typically smooth person. Like, if I'm not given a reason not to be smooth, then I'm smooth, you know? Especially if we're in a working environment. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring... Me and him could have just had an argument and I'm on 10. But y'all not going to know that I'm on 10 because
Right.
I'm going to, I can switch that around. You know what I'm saying? So if you're giving me attitude, and I'm just a talent, I'm just trying to ask a question here. Like, I don't like that because it's a certain way you talk to people and it's a certain way you
is.
do things. So if
Respect.
you're having a problem and you say, right now, okay, talk to somebody else right now.
That's a
Andre,
big
like,
thing. That's a
Yeah.
big thing.
because
in
that'll
the
put
industry.
me on 10.
Talk to somebody wrong and they're like,
Yeah.
what?
No, really.
Mhm.
You
Like,
really.
what?
And
Yeah.
I had a
Listen,
situation
I had a
like
bad
that.
day today.
And I was just like, okay, I
Man.
know that I know I got tough skin, so I'm not gonna let it bother me today.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
another day it happened. I'm like, all right now.
But that helps you. The tough skin helps you because
Yeah.
I had a crazy director at Fox. He was, he was very proud of his job. Done a lot. Done
Yeah.
a whole lot. Like, he would walk around the field, like wherever we were at. Like, I was at Spartan Stadium a whole lot.
Mhm.
A whole lot. Man, you just walk around, just check stuff. His assistant behind him.
Mugging, just angry.
Bell, right? Bell, do you think this is straight? Like, do you think this cord is straight? And I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah.
Because I seen the guy who did it, like, he didn't do a good job. So I'm like, not really. He's like, fix that up for me right quick. Okay. Yeah, it's a certain way you talk to people.
Yes, it is.
And I guess the way you bring yourself, he will talk to other people like
Crazy.
but then he, when he addressed me, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do it, and I did it the right way. And
Yeah, certain people who
Right.
to talk to like that. Some you won't talk to like that, and some you're like, I'm gonna try it to see if they're gonna let me talk to them like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be liking that.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like that.
Hey.
I'm not gonna hold back.
But it's crazy because you be on these sets and these different productions, and like I said, I was on one, and I was like, man, that's not, and the way that this person were, it was crazy, and so that plays a big part into your project because whatever energy that you put out there, that's really going to be the result of your film, and so that result of his film,
It'll come out.
Yeah.
Project.
Yeah, it did. It did. It actually did. The film didn't do great, and because you're over this project and you're leading your cast, your production on a negative note. And you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
I can see, we got a lot of individuals who are just now coming up as film producers.
Yeah.
And they walk in the door as if they're already Spike Lee. They already
right.
And it's like, these
Spike.
guys,
Spike's a good one too.
yeah, but I'm saying
Love
you
Spike.
have to get to those levels in order to
Exactly.
to be as
Be humble.
Yes.
Because you walk in the room with Spike don't know you. He gonna look at you like, and you are.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I am.
Right.
I don't need no introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Still don't talk to me crazy.
He said, who you are?
How did you feel when he hit us up about the script? Like initially, what was your thoughts?
My thoughts. I mean,
What the hell?
real talk. I was like, man, I don't want that. But then it was like it's both of us doing it together. I was like, all right, I'll do it because it's both of us doing it together.
Yeah, he
But
did. He said that.
I'm kind of coming around to it now. Like, okay, people gonna be calling me to do stuff, so I'm like, okay,
this year gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna take this guard down and accept what's coming to me.
We just trying to set you up. Bro.
Right.
Like,
no, this year is really the
like-
start of.
And you would never known that he didn't want to act because it's so natural on camera. So that's crazy.
So many
Yeah.
people ask him, and
That's-
he's always like, no.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna be behind the scenes. No. If I don't have to talk, I'll do it.
I'm like him though. I don't.
We
like
want to
to
do
be-
it when we want to do it. Because
Yeah.
I'm feeling, as like you said, as a tourist.
Yeah,
brother, like,
yeah.
If we don't feel like we like, nah.
Yeah.
Listen, nah.
Yeah.
Cause you be like kind of cautious, like what they trying to get you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I'm
you
like,
mean,
I'm all for
the
it.
initial
Yeah.
when they said, oh,
Yeah.
okay, got you.
And I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Let me read the script first. But yeah,
Is
let's
it something
do it.
that you guys wouldn't do?
Yeah, stuff we wouldn't do. What
Yeah,
you take
I
us
mean,
as?
depending,
Like if it was
if it was us together,
What?
like us
us together.
No,
or
you're saying is there things in the movie world we would not do as far as acting,
if
right?
people present something. Is it something that you guys would do either separately or together? Like
I'm not doing no sex scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll do them with her. That's it.
yeah.
But other than that, nah, I'm not doing no. I got nothing against nobody,
Right.
but I'm not doing nothing that's like
In the LGBTQ
Yeah,
community.
I'm not doing none of that.
LGBT, sorry, all the letters. I apologize.
I don't want to do none of that type of stuff.
And I'm not against directing like sex scenes or whatnot, but it's just the way I would kind of direct it would be
Yeah.
you wouldn't see so much. I
Nudity.
want to say penetration.
Yeah.
You'll see bodies definitely. You won't see
The act.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to do, but it's like depending on who that person is. I'm a married man, so I wouldn't want to disrespect my wife by having me on screen being like that.
Because it would be, see, in that situation, this scene would just be like a pillow talk. It's insinuated that
Something
something just happened and it's pillow talk.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Pillow talk is cool.
That's why you gotta fill out your.
We gotta
actors.
leave cool.
No, we had to sit.
Right.
No, I was asking, was that cool? Because you remember?
No, pillow talk is cool. Like
Okay.
you just laying there, y'all ain't touching nothing,
Right.
and y'all just talking. That's
No,
it.
I know.
Yeah, but if he like laying on top of you and oh yeah, babe, that's it. Nah, that ain't cool.
No, I agree with Coop. We had a conversation about that because there was a scene that I had to do for a movie. And he asked me about that.
Oh, I thought you was about to go too far. I'm about to kick you in your head.
I just left it at that, but that was one of the things. So I agree with him on that. As far as and I'm not. It depends on the director, but it also depends on certain things that I would do. Like I'm not about to be just naked. I'm not even that one. It's a lot of women out here who would do that. Andra's not the one if you're looking for that. Adult dancing and all that. No, I'm not against plenty of women who will. I'm just not that one for that. So things of that caliber, I'm good. I don't want to do that.
I think it's the loss of creativity too, because you got people who I got this sex scene I want you to do, but then
it's always that.
And then it's like the entire film is horrible.
Yeah.
So it's all. I guess to me, like
the best scene was the sex scene.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the screenplays that I'm writing now. I don't really have nothing that sort in there, but
that's good.
I don't like discredit anyone else who does, but just be tasteful about it. In a sense,
be tasteful, but it's like, is there not anything else that we could write about? I mean, because I literally was thinking like, okay, think of a movie, a play, a scene, or whatever, and it does not involve drugs, sex, money. You know what I'm saying? Like we can really escape from those. Not saying that I'm sure it's money in those avenues and those genres and everything like that. It's nothing wrong with that. If that's your genre, that's your genre. That's what you do. Right. But there's still a lane of things that we could talk about outside of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just don't want to get stuck in that.
At the end of the day, too, you gotta look at it like this. That's what's selling. Why not do
anything gonna sell if it's good? Yeah. Crack sell. Yeah. Niggas is buying crack.
Sells itself.
The dollar store sell a lot of stuff because it's a budget for everybody. Somebody got a budget for everything. If your work is good, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna once you get an audience and they mess with it, they gonna mess with it.
You got a film that's just got sex in it, and you can make billions of dollars. Then you got a film that's like no sex, no guns. It's just a poet.
The movie that we're in?
No, it's a poem movie.
Okay.
It's
some of them,
yeah.
The one I sent you guys.
Like a Love Jones or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
hell yeah, Love Jones gonna sell.
But okay.
It's a classic.
Or Jason
that was in '90s. That's still classics. People are still talking about that.
Okay, let's compare. Let's compare some movies.
Okay.
Let's compare some movies.
Let's compare.
So what was y'all top movie y'all said with no sex, drugs in it?
Well, Love Jones has sex, and Jason's lyric has sex.
So y'all can't use them.
Okay, so you're saying what's a movie that did not have sex? Hardball, a classic. Kids. They did have drugs. They did.
So we can't use it.
Right.
But
use it.
Okay. Hardball was still a classic.
But you can't use it.
Yeah, I'm at to think for a minute.
It's really nothing.
All right, Lion King. The fuck?
Somebody died.
Shark Tale.
Somebody died.
Who? They did. Still.
These kid movies, people dying.
Sister Act.
You got Eddie Murphy movies.
The Clumps.
You have
sex.
No, who was having sex? They was insinuating.
What did Janet do? I don't remember her.
No, the Clumps part 2. Harlem
Somebody
Nights
got shot.
classic.
And they were selling drugs.
Friday was good. Okay, Friday.
Okay.
I just said Sister Act.
Sister Act.
That was good. What do you mean?
They were stealing money, weren't they?
No, they wasn't. That was Sister Act. They were singing for the Lord.
From the church.
Okay.
No, they wasn't stealing.
Okay, so you want to compare Sister Act? Let's compare it to something now. We got a movie to compare.
Sister Act.
What's the nastiest movie that went correct? What's the Halle Berry movie?
Pootie Tank.
No, Monsters Ball.
Which one?
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Oh, with
But okay, again, those are two big movies. Big.
They are.
We're not discrediting them, right? They have genre. They have people. They have audience for each one. First of all, Sister Act is a black predominant movie. They got some white people in there. A few white people gonna pop out and see it. Yeah. Monster Ball is all white people besides Halle Berry and her son and a couple. Wasn't Diddy in there? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a couple black people, so they got a little more. The white people gonna pop out for that.
Was Mos Def in there?
Yeah, he was in there. He was.
Okay.
They're gonna pop out because guess what? Halle Berry is beautiful and she is, guess what, showing titties. Okay, they're gonna want to see that.
So
I'm
I
paying
guess
to see that.
would you do if the producer that produced that film?
Would I do Monsters Ball?
Would you do Monsters Ball?
Whoa, Halle, no, that was different. That was that.
I
would do.
No, I'm saying
I
It
would
wasn't
do
as
losing
tasteful.
Isaiah though. I would
That
love
was-
to do losing
was
Isaiah.
wild.
That was
That
was
different
good.
for her. That
Yeah.
was such a.
That was great.
I would love. I'm practicing that monologue because I would love to do
Yeah.
a losing Isaiah. If we're gonna go with Holly in her situation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all gotta switch the movie.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
Monsters Ball
But she
though.
did Catwoman too.
She
She
did.
did.
No,
Yeah,
she
she
has
did
a lot of
Catwoman.
that movie with the kidnapping.
She
we
played
like that.
in 007. Was it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was 007.
She did.
She had a swordfish. She got some things under her belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like what she did in John Wick. Like,
She was good,
Yeah.
but I probably just would have to miss out on the Monsters Ball unless they do it in a way where I don't gotta get.
I don't have a
Well, I
problem.
heard that-
Just
I
the
heard
way
there's
they
models.
do it different.
I don't know if you guys heard it.
Yeah,
I heard
they-
there's models that
Look
place
just like
your
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
buttocks, no,
your
that's-
body. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
And I know they really not having sex, but I just don't want to. I got kids. I don't want them to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This or a thought that possibly,
That's the number one thing I'm
And
gonna
my
ask somebody.
husband,
Are you
like,
comfortable?
he
Are you
gonna
comfortable
pull me
showing
by my
this?
head.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, you
no.
not? Cool. We could go
I've
another way.
been on the sex scene before, and it wasn't all that great. I mean,
It was your sex scene?
No,
I
in the
was-
on the set.
I was on the set.
Well, what was
and,
wrong? Were they not comfortable, or was
No,
I didn't want to say who.
Was he
no,
too
I think the one person wasn't, and the other person was, and it's
I think
surprisingly
they gotta
it was a
have a
guy.
conversation.
It was a guy uncomfortable?
Yeah, it was the guy,
And she was overly...
too comfortable.
Yeah, she was like really into the role, but I think like him doing it on, because I was watching, what's his name, Ilbris that played
Idris Elba.
the one that played in not BMF, he played in Snowfall.
Snowfall. You talk about Damon.
Oh,
Damon.
Dan-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking
Oh,
with Lala.
Haley.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
about
talking-
that with the is you talking about the Swarm show?
The Swarm.
Swarm too, but he was talking about
Lala
Snowfall
and her.
and the sex
situation.
scene and how you gotta kind of get mentally.
Yeah, and I
she
would
talked
think that
about
the
grabbing
two.
a couple shots.
No, for real. And I would think that the two people who
So-
are in that will definitely have to have a conversation to
Yeah.
find out each other's comfortability
Yeah.
level. I would definitely probably have a shot.
Yeah, but then he said like there's an actual person who is a coordinator that I forgot what you call
Yeah,
it.
like
They
make
kinda
sure
make
that
sure
the
you-
body parts are
Yeah.
covered and certain areas are shown and not shown. Yeah, they have people who do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Make sure the
When
right.
I said, I'm like, he don't look
clothes
like
are
he enjoying
showing in
that.
it.
You might want to
Oh.
get somebody else.
Well, see,
But
that's different.
I think it was just because it's like on camera and then it's like, everyone's there,
So
compared
would they
to-
do a closed setting, a closed set for
That
that?
I
would
thought
be
it
an
would have been
option.
better
Yeah.
for them to do that. when
That
I
makes
was on that,
the talent more comfortable.
Close said it'd be you.
The director,
cinematographer,
yeah,
Mhm.
that's it. That
two
talent,
actors.
that's it. Yeah,
But
you don't
surprisingly,
know
it was
that.
crazy. She was way comfortable. She was like, yeah.
She's a dancer.
Mm.
I don't know. She could have been.
They be
some
more
of them be
comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, they be more
She could've
comfortable.
been.
She's like, listen, I'm here to do my job.
Mhm.
Man.
Perk up and do this too.
And he like, oh man.
Well, I'm just thinking about something.
What you thinking about?
Don't you got one of them scenes?
So, Peccatum.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's coming.
Doom, doom, doom. Yeah. It's coming.
Yeah.
I took a perk 30. I'm just playing.
Too many perks.
We're not talking about that right now.
This guy.
Y'all gotta watch the movie to see. That's all I'm gonna tell him.
Yes.
This guy.
That's all I'm gonna
Yes.
tell him.
She went behind my back, y'all.
You gotta watch it and see. You
Oh,
gotta. I can't.
Talk about
Now,
it.
how does that work?
Behind closed doors.
I
talk
know I
about it.
probably should. Now, if I had a sex scene, I probably should tell him before we get to the theater and he see it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, we'll talk about it later, babe.
What the hell you mean we'll talk about it later?
Off air.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's one of those things. Like,
We gotta talk about it later, like when you're happy.
What you mean when I'm happy?
See, you're upset.
See, she bringing the tourists out of me.
The bull is hard. The bull is hard to get back in the cage. Like once he like wander out, like okay, what's going on?
This is
What's
what
going
I deal with. So it's a Taurus and a Gemini. This guy drives me crazy.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that shit.
All right, we'll talk about it later. Anyway.
I think with the comfortability of that is, just making sure people are comfortable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And because it all
And this
shows
film-
on camera too, so you're saying he looked like he wasn't comfortable. So when you watch it, he's gonna look like he didn't enjoy
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because you can't hide it.
Cut out more shots of him. Just show
Yeah,
her.
just show her. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably should do that.
So what movie this was you was doing that in?
Babe, we are not talking about that right now.
I just was wondering. Is it the movie we in?
Do we got a sex scene in the movie we in?
I don't know. 'Cause you know
Stay tuned and watch.
Stay tuned.
Check it out. Might be getting ran through in church. You never know.
You getting ran through in the church.
Baby, don't start.
You just said that. That's what you just...
I probably did say that, but
That's why you guys...
just stay tuned and watch.
That's why the chemistry is perfect.
Just stay tuned and watch it.
With them, yeah.
With them two. You guys will see in Peccatum.
What we see, I can't wait to see it, y'all. I'm so excited.
It's so natural, and I think with a lot of the other castmates as well, they kind of like...
Yeah.
They kind of really dive in, Messiah especially.
Yeah, I was gonna say
his
the
monologue
grandson and the grandma. That one's they have great chemistry together as well.
Yes.
And Reverend is just Reverend. He does he does really good. He does really good as Reverend.
I said what was that? Yeah, when he jumped out of nowhere and your natural reaction was...
Oh man, yeah. Did we catch that one? Did we get that one?
Was good.
Okay. Because I was like,
Didn't we just watch it?
Yeah, we did.
We just watched it on this TV.
It looked good.
Oh yeah.
Sweating so hard.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait
With
to
the
see
sweat in the
sweat dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all are gonna be excited when y'all see this movie. I can't wait to see it.
A lot of scary elements. What?
Yeah.
What would be the highest compliment to hear from the audience when this is over? Like, what is one thing everybody want to hear? Like, oh, that was a good movie, duh, obviously, but what would be like?
I think the message, the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You watch films and it's all over the place.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, what's going on here? I missed it, So I think the biggest compliment would be how you guys catch the message and be able to act it out. How the director is capturing those great moments from the directing to the editor.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much storyline. So
I want
you guys been doing great. So I'm sure they're gonna be like, oh, I like this character. I don't like this character. But I want them to feel like,
Yeah, of course. They gotta choose.
Yeah.
Gotta choose.
I want them to feel like the tense moments that we want you guys to feel.
Yeah.
Those awkward silences and those every person who walks into the fold in this movie is being looked at like, why is this person here?
Yeah.
What's their history?
Yeah.
Why is so and so keep asking about that one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want people to feel those moments that me and Zeek talk about on the phone, like these two, you guys, Mother Shirley especially. She's like she has the New Orleans vibe that I grew up with. Like my dad's side is, they're from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Black Creole people, Black and French.
Yeah.
Just the lingo that she has, the songs, the way she sings
I
it.
know, right?
It's just so,
Give you that feel for
Very,
sure.
yeah.
That vibe.
Yeah.
Very organic. Speaking of this film being inside of a church,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about religion? I mean, I know this movie is like religious, and we have obviously the worldly perspective on it, but how do you guys feel about religious? That's something we don't cover.
No, we can talk about it. I was waiting to hear Coop talk.
You like him first?
Well,
because it's a religious movie, and I know, like,
Yeah.
people got
I grew up in church,
Mhm.
but I don't go as much as I used to now.
Mm-hmm.
Personal.
Because we grow and
Yeah.
we experience different things.
Yeah.
And it's,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not like it used to be, but to each his own.
Mhm.
I still pray.
Right.
Pray with my wife. We do how
Yeah.
we do. She watches churches on her,
Right.
her phone. We still in the presence of him, but
Yeah.
to each his own. However you do, how you do.
Yeah.
It's like as long as you believe in something, that's all I'm worried about.
Right.
If you don't believe in nothing, then
You just out here.
kind of worried about you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Same as what he said. Yeah, I haven't been to a physical church outside of filming in that church in a while. I think when we were gonna go, all that COVID had happened, remember?
know
And
what?
then I was pregnant back to back, and we haven't. So we just really wasn't trying to take the little babies and then being
We
in
have been in the
clothes
church. We have been in the church.
for a funeral.
It's still in the church.
I'm talking about going and get the word of God.
No, we ain't getting nowhere, but we was in there.
Yeah.
But anywho, so that's that. Definitely pray. Definitely have our own personal relationship with God. And as far as like the script and I literally was, because I read my Bible. So I literally was going over Revelations like this past week, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So that kind of, from the script purpose and the Bible purpose, you know what I'm saying? It kind of was like,
right
okay,
there.
well, this was right on time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I am not going to be a person who like, oh, you don't believe in God, oh my God, you're going to hell, blah blah blah. I'm not that person.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you do what works for you.
Right.
I'm do what works for me in my house. My kids know who God, Jesus is. You know, that's, again, to each his own. I don't condemn nobody for whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying?
So what about you? Because this is your family church.
You know what?
Because this your family.
I mean, you know, I grew up in church, but you know, when I wrote this screenplay, you know, my dad used to, myself and the youth, we used to have us watch these like Left Behind movies and stuff like that. And so when I left the church, I think it was like roughly my second year of college or whatever. I was kind of like in and out. So when I got back into, you know, want to get back into filming and whatnot, I wrote other screenplays, but they just wasn't hitting. Some that I can really connect with. And so writing this one, it was more like I see, I'm watching, I don't know, on Netflix or any other network, they have these religious movies, but it's only like, I guess, targeted only people who are in the church. You know what I'm saying? So when I wrote this, it wasn't, I didn't want it to just be just the people that go to church and they can relate. I wanted to be where everyone, you know, when I think about when Passion of Christ came out, everybody across the world and nation, even you had some atheists who went to go see it and left out different. You know, the message was different, and the way that Mel Gibson put that together, it was different. And so I think that's what I want this this film to be, is not just about people who go to church with nice suits and big hats and they understand it, but what about the ones who are trying to find something? You know what I'm saying? And these characters in the film kind of give kind of a reality, like you could be imperfect and still find that spiritual aspect.
Because Rita be going through it.
Right.
And I like that in real life.
And we get to see, like, even at the end, we, you know, we can't say nothing.
Right.
See,
y'all gotta stay tuned and watch it. Come out to the
how,
premiere.
Yeah, you know, it's the tensity in this. Like, it's so tense, but, you know.
Do you all have details for the people right now as far as the premiere? Are you still working on it? We'll let them know.
We're looking at June. June will be the month. And, you know, these things usually based on film editor and
of course.
the music coordinator for them to get done. But yeah, June. Yep. Sometime in June.
Yay!
Yep. So that should be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah, as far as the religious aspect,
right?
Me and Zeek had like a similar upbringing. Came up in the same kind of church, the Kojic Church, which was you know, it was hard body back in the day.
Yeah.
Still pray now.
Yeah.
I still acknowledge God.
Yeah.
In everything I do, because it just makes everything better.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a family, you got kids. And I kind of knew after reading the script what it was about. It was certain things I caught on that. He was like, "Oh, you caught on to that."
Yeah.
Then he was like, "Yeah, I went to this church, the Cody Church. It was the same kind of church I went to." So certain things like when they talk about the, you know, behold, I saw an angel come out.
Yeah.
I used to hear that sermon like every other week in church. So, we're trying to just make a regular person that doesn't go to church see this movie and kind of get an idea, and then we have the church that's like, oh, okay, spreading the message. Right. So it's bringing both the two worlds together.
Yeah, it satisfies both sides of it. You get to be entertained for the person who don't go to church, and the person who does. Oh wow, I can relate to that. Yep.
I can't wait to see this movie. I'm excited.
Yeah, the jump scares and stuff. You know, we got that stuff in it.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know, because T. Collins, he gonna do some work on this, like the sounds and stuff, the scores. And so it's funny because I told my aunt, I said, I don't know if my grandma should come see this because I'm not trying to send her to.
Oh, yeah. Make her scared to
death.
death.
I don't want to, but she's like, oh, she'll be fine. She know the word. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. Tell her pray before she come in there.
So I'm like, okay, well, we'll see. But, but I mean, it is a great film. And like director said, we trying to bring all these elements together so that everyone can enjoy it. So it's not like you just come and see a church movie.
Right.
Right. Like, it's an actual, like a, Stephen Kingish kind of tense.
Yeah, me too.
Feeling with a religious sprinkle on it, inside of a church.
Inside of a church.
Like the place that's most sacred and safe can feel the most eerie. Because one of our characters is scared to death of coming to church.
Yeah.
And everyone has their reasons. Everyone has their kind of chip on their shoulder. Like they're dealing with something and the church is going to bring it out.
Yeah.
Things that they haven't spoken on or, dealt with. People push things back that they don't want to deal with. They come to this church. They come to the realization that they got to deal with this moving forward, or you'll get left again. So, this movie is gonna make you think. The visuals are important, like the B-roll, the still shots, the surrounding of the church. That's important. Not only is that the church itself is a character. Like this is a one location kind of movie, but throughout the movie you can tell it's different parts of the church, but mainly the church and the different parts of it. Growing up, we had certain parts of the church that people didn't really go into, like a dark corner or this dark hallway. Yeah. So I know I'm not the only one that used to be scared of certain.
Was for me. The basement for me.
Yeah, certain churches have basement, catacombs where it's just.
Or we dare each other, like, hey,
we would dare you to go down there, But
that run.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do with this movie. We're trying to set a mood.
I dare you to watch it.
I dare you to buy a ticket and pop out at the premiere. And of course, you'll see and meet us. I ain't saying I'm gonna take a picture with you. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
We just want to bring something different to filming.
Now, I do want to know. Sorry to cut you off. How's the support like from your fellow peers, friends, people who may be in the film industry that y'all might have, made contacts with? Like, how's the support from those type of people in the film world, in the indie film world?
Oh wow. So far so good.
Okay.
So far so good. We got connected with Dennis, and obviously he's inquiring us to have a few things so that we can complete the process.
Yeah.
So like himself, and we have T. Collins, who's to me personally, one of the greatest music composers. So he's an artist himself as well. We got director. You see him right here. We got director Quincy, who's come from Fox Sport, and with his knowledge behind the camera, makes him even a better, more greater director because he's been behind the camera. You know how the workflow goes and the fast pace of the workflow, and then also you guys. So it's really I'm really grateful because it's not like you have like amateur individuals like you guys are. You both and Quincy and so many others kind of been doing this for quite a while, so we all growing together, but to me the support even from my family and friends, my uncle and auntie, they gave us the church to use, so I appreciate them, but there have been friends and family who donated to keep the process going as well. DJ, the EP, he's worked on many films, so he jumped on this project to keep the project going as well. So it's been a lot of support.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to really dive into the promotion so we can get more of you guys to come out and see. And, And give our flowers while we here, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I like purple flowers.
Okay.
Teal flowers. Listen, can y'all please let the people know where they can find y'all at social media wise? Any last words that y'all want our listeners, our viewers to, hear, know? That'll be the time.
I am at BellQ04 on Instagram. James Bell on Facebook. Also on TikTok. Metropolis QB. And support us when we come out.
Yes.
We homegrown. This is Michigan. This is, the eyes are on us. Like Hollywood is looking at us.
Yeah.
So, continue to support. I love y'all.
You can just only find me on Facebook. A lot of my other ones I haven't got, prepared to actually make them happen, IG and all that stuff. But you can find me on Facebook at Zeek. Also at Music Nerd on Facebook, Music Nerd 8 Production, on YouTube as well. You can catch some of my old monologues that I've written for other actors. So yeah, I like to have fun with this, and I'm glad I'm with these individuals, these great individuals. So yeah,
definitely. Coop, what about you? Where they can find you at? What's your social media?
They can find me on 9 Mile.
And what's your social media?
What social media? King Cooper Productions. See, forcing me to do stuff.
Oh,
this is the part of the show where that is. Anywho, y'all know y'all can find us, this podcast, on YouTube, Power You Podcast, IG, power.the-letter-u.podcast. I'm Andrea Alexis,
and don't ever regret the decisions you make. But just simply embrace it. Put some patience within yourself and never expect any help and never expect any